Malweni guys, welcome back to my channel. Boo, 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 boo. To everyone who's new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is the first video you are seeing, please make sure to go check out my other videos as well. Welcome to today's video. And to everybody who is coming back for more, thank you so much for your loyalty. Thank you so much for your support, the lovely messages that you guys send me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but please go subscribe, like, put the bell button so that you know first when I drop a video. Okay, so now that the intros are done, you probably have seen the title of the video and but okay, it's a story time. It's a story time. And just a quick disclaimer before we start with today's video, guys, please know, number one, I was young and naive. It was, I was young. It was an undergrad, guys. It was an undergrad. And secondly, this is a video to sort of like raise awareness about Jonga. Let's be vigilant in such situations. So I'm sharing my story in hopes that somebody will, take something from it. Afunde something, especially you youngings, first year varsity, so that would I think that would really help. But guess what, it's also for the entertainment purposes of this name. So please know, I'm no longer this person. This is no longer who I am. This is no longer who I am. Okay, so let's begin. So it was third year undergrad. I lived in a commune and in Ndanhlala with a friend of mine. For the sake of this video, we're gonna call her Chloe. So Chloe and I lived together in the same commune, and Chloe and I were very close. Like, anyone who knows me personally would know who Chloe is, but I'm not gonna say her name because those who don't know must not know. I'm just kidding. I don't have permission to talk about her, and but yeah, it was myself and Chloe, and it was a Friday afternoon. We're walking from campus, exhausted. We just want to go home, grab a glass of wine, and just unwind, man. And we used to love to say that, but let's go home and unwind. Okay, so we're going home, Chloe, and unwind. And on the way home, we bump into Kim. So Kim and I studied the same thing. And yeah, so Kim and I became friends like that. So Kim and I, Kim had her friend Samantha, and I had Chloe. So so wherever you saw me, you see Chloe. Wherever you saw Kim, you'd see Samantha. It was a thing. We'll call her Sam here. It was a thing. Okay, we bump into her and she's excited to happy, she's more upbeat than the rest of us, and I'm just like, after the week we have had, when you say right, and then she's like, no, yes, you guys seem so sad and whatnot. Do you guys want to to go drink? Do you want to go like out for drinks or whatever? And then I say, where will we go? And she's like, no, it's nothing hectic, not a club vibe, let's just go out. And it's a Friday, hectic week behind us, and we didn't have plans. So Chloe and I say, yes, we're gonna go. And then this guy, this Han, tells us that I met this guy, he's a taxi driver, and and Chloe and I didn't have a problem with this because we didn't see a reason to have a problem with this. We're like, oh, okay, he's a taxi driver. Okay, he drives cars for a living. Okay, and also this guy's not our friend. This guy is friends with Okanye. He knows Kim. So Sizengo Kim basically up. And if if you went to UK today, you'd know that house parties were like that. Like, you didn't know half the people that are there. But because so-and-so knows so-and-so and so-and-so called so-and-so, and now we're all here and it's a vibe. It's a thing. And then Chloe and I say, okay, so Samantha and Kim tell us that, okay, this guy's gonna fetch us, and we can tell him that we have 2 more friends, and he wouldn't have a problem because he actually wanted more people. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. What are we gonna, let's call this guy John. We're gonna call him John. Let's call him John. So okay, so John is this gent that Kim is telling us about. We go. Oh, and then, okay, I ask, what time is he going to fetch us? And then he's like, no, around 7-ish, after 7. Now, the time now, as we're speaking with Kim, is around 5. So I'm like, okay, we have enough time to go home, take a shower, do a bit of makeup or whatever. Also, get makeup then, and makeup now is not the same. The face that I'm wearing now is not the face that I would wear then. Sifike, we we do our faces, to that foundation, nothing hectic because and Kim had told us that we're going to have a Kasi experience. So at this moment of my life, I'm as excited as ever because I had never, first of all, I have never gone to Groove Elokshin in my whole life, not just in Durban, in my whole life. Like when I'm at home, I'm like Xhosa Hun, but when I'm at home, I don't go to Groove because obviously I can't go strict. But I only got accustomed to the Groove culture and Groove life when I came to varsity Nakona, the latter parts of my varsity years. Like when I first came, it was, I was a very focused Hun. I still am, but now I just, okay, fine, I'm Namsebenzi. So I almost called her by a real name. So Chloe and I, we get home and so I had asked Kim, so what's the financial situation? Are we expected to buy our own things? Like, where does it begin? Where does it end? And Kim is like, no, the guy will provide. He'll take us, he'll drop us off, he'll provide any and everything that we need for the night. Music to my ears. So Kim and Sam go to their commune, right, and around, I think it was around 8, around 7:30, going on to 8. So Kim texts me, is like, be ready, this guy's on his way. Just before we leave, did to go Chloe, how much do we have for Uber to come back home? And then Chloe's like, and then I'm like, I have $100, and she had like a couple of, I don't even remember how much she had, but it was like about 50 rands, like in cash. And that day, I don't know why. So that day we leave our wallets, we leave everything, we just carry our phones. And this 150. I don't remember how much it was. And the relationship that Chloe and I have is not the, when I tell you owe me 17 rand 50. Type of relationship. If I have $100 and we need something that costs $50, I'm going to buy for the two of us, and I'm not going to say, hey Chloe, hey, remember, no. She might say, oh, you pay for me, let me, but it's never tangally ice cream at 12 rand 50, and when I'm going to pay back, type of situation. So we've always had like a relationship like that. So I'm like, okay, we have 150, it's cool. I don't remember the amount, guys. I think it was 100 and something, but we're going to say 150 for the sake of the video. So this gent shows up and he fetches us in his taxi. Gas experience has begun. Okay, so we get into this gent's taxi and Gumnandi, he's friendly. Kim is introducing us. So Kim Papilek, if you guys think Kim Nan Papilek, you've never met Kim. Fine, Gumnandi, Kim get undwebile man ulapa. We just introduce her with the guy. It's nice. The guy first fetches them, obviously, let's fetch and then we go. And the guy is like, okay, so ladies, it's eMlazi. Tis I and happy. Atu guy knows nifunu yapi eMlazi, and we say sifunu ya kwa Max, we say sifunu ya eyadini. We name the popular places, the nice places that we've heard of eMlazi. And then this guy's like, yeah, we can go wherever you guys want to go. Now I just want the vibe and you guys to be around. I'm like, oh, nice guy. What a nice gent. And obviously, there was a situationship between him and Kim. because obviously Kim was guy in this situation. And then this guy, and then we drive past a bottle store. I don't even know how it was open around 8ish, but fully. And we drive past, and he's like, "What are you guys drinking?" Guys, and again, like, I'm not the friend who will come. Like, if for example your gent says invite your friends, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna suss out the situation, and whatever everyone's having, I'll have. Yeah, but unless it's like vodka, then I'll just have juice, you know. And so the gent says, what do you guys want to drink? Kim drinks flying fish, so everybody drinks flying fish because flying fish is the girl of the night. Fine. Kim's like, I'm flying fish, press lemon, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with it, I've tasted it, right. And everybody's like, right. Okay, fine. This gent buys us drinks. It's like, it's quite a drive to eMlazi, so I don't want you guys to be bored. And also, I'm assuming that people started earlier, so I don't want you guys to be the sober ones, can't figure. So you guys can drink while we drive to eMlazi. And we drink as we drive. So from my place to eMlazi, I think it's about 30 to 40 minutes to drive. I don't know if that's the actual time it takes. Because also we didn't go directly to the place. Like we stopped, looking for places to add more alcohol. Yeah, but we did quite a lot. So I don't have like a time frame about how long does it take from where I live to eMlazi. Right, okay, nice. And I'm thinking it's only 150. You know, should things go south, at least we have money to Uber and request Uber. And this is the lesson of the video: always have money to go home. I don't care who promises you what. Have Uber money to go home, so that should something happen and you no longer want to be there, you can just hail a cab and go home. That's just my 2 cents though. Do it, don't do it, entirely up to you. Okay, back to the story. Okay, so this gent, okay, so we're driving now, we're happy. Kim no Sam are very, very vibe, nice, you understand? And then there's me, dear papa nampat, and the kokla level, you know? And then there's Chloe agapapi. At all. How bandla. Yes, Chloe agapapi. So we drive, and then by the time we got to where we were going, everybody's on their second or third drink, so obviously you can't dance a guy shuku in the board. And then this gent is like, hey yazi, about in the Yadini, it's gonna be so hard for us to get in with our own drinks, and their drinks are so expensive. And also, even if their drinks weren't expensive, what's going to happen to the drinks that we have now, you know? And again, okay, this guy is viewing it from I'm so sorry, just got distracted. This guy is viewing it from a financial perspective, and obviously he drives a taxi, you understand? So you expect you know. Okay, fine. I'm just looking for a vibe. Honestly, we don't even have to go to Yadi. If it's, you know, we can go to wherever. And this guy is like, no, a friend of mine is having like a chillers Indian. Ne? We could go there to his house, and then when we finish, then I can take you guys home. And you know, when you have had the Kenyables, all ideas seem like good ideas. Fine, this guy is like, okay, can we drive to this guy's place? And he's like, yeah, do you need more drinks? Sure. He gets us more drinks. We go to this gent's place. At this point, I remember driving past Eyadini. I remember driving past Kwamex. But I know Bonis and walk if not in Bonis. I wouldn't be able to. Okay, fine, and then we drive around a little bit, and this gent is like, okay, let's go to our friend. So we go to the friend. So by the time we get to the friend's house, it's after 9, going on to 10. 10 o'clock, okay, we get to this friend's house. He had a really nice house. Like, he had a really, really nice apartment. In nice, man, when you're inside, you wouldn't even think, bah, oh, this is, you'd assume that you're in Musgrave or wherever. Okay, fine, we get into this gent's house. We're introduced to everybody, the Huns, okay. At Groove, the Huns will always have, no one's going to say anything, but it's like, and then by the end of the night, everybody loves each other. Yeah, well, it was that. So we get there, I'm not even going to lie, we were taken care of. From the time we got in to that gent's house to the time we decided to leave. Like, we were taken care of. Okay, so we get into, Sifik and these gents are making us drinks. They're making sure that we're fed. There's a platter of meat and snacks. And it's party vibes, It's as any house party would be. We get in, and then Chloe and I always, if we go out in a situation where there are other people and there's alcohol, we'll always look out for each other. Like, if I see that, okay, she's like she's going in, on the alcohol, then I'll be like, okay, let me just take a few steps, because at the end of the day, one needs to watch the other. Like, we can't be, we can't both lose it, basically. Okay, fine, Chloe and I are fine, sihappy, kumnandi, and Sam and Kim, sonke simnandi kuhappy. We've met all these guys, kumnandi. I think around 12ish, I speak to Kim. So I'm like, Kim, what's the home situation? What's the going home situation set up like? Excuse me, I'm still having fun. I still don't, I'm not thinking, I want to go home now, but I'm just, being an adult in the situation. Let's see. Let's see what happened. What's going to happen, Yabo? And it's like, no, he said he's going to take us home at, I think he said at 1. Yeah, I think he said he's going to take us home at 1. I'm like, okay, we have another hour. Let's groove. Let's enjoy ourselves. We call this gen confirms, but I know at 1 I'm going to take you guys home. Okay, fine. We continue, and then around 1ish, this gent is not here now. I'm looking, and this gent is not here. We see him again, we're like, oh, okay, maybe he was doing something with somebody somewhere, and then this gent, he's here and then he's not here, like for a while, and then he's here for like 2 minutes and then he's not here. I'm like, how? More guy. And then around 2ish, I touch base with Kim. Kim, baby girl, what's happening? When are we going home? Or at least like tell us something. Don't just leave us here. Like, so shall I go take me to 6? What's gonna happen? And Kim, okay, now we try to find the gent. We're trying to find the gent, but uput. Where is he? We're trying to find the gent. And the gent is not popping. Now the alcohol is leaving the body of the girl, because I'm thinking, what the heck? Then he comes back, how tipsy AF. He comes back tipsy and he's like, yeah, you guys were looking for me. And then we ask him, dude, when are you gonna take us home? It's like fast approaching 2. It was past 2 even, and you said we were going to take us home at 1, and you're not saying anything. We're not saying we're not enjoying ourselves, but we're just saying it's a bit odd that you're not saying anything. And the gent says, yo guys, can you guys please understand the tone now? It's changing. And he's like, can you please understand? I mean, I've been driving you guys around all night. I also need to have some fun, and you guys know that it's plus minus an hour to drive you guys, and then to come back it's another hour. So, I'm not going to have any fun at this rate. Hey, why didn't I think of this? If this gent drove us for so long, why did I think it would be easy for him to come to bring us home anytime? And also I feel like I'm spoiled, because with groove culture in Durban, it's so different to Eastern Cape. In Eastern Cape, Eastern Cape, nobody goes to groove. This is how I'm going to come back. Winning culture is there in the Eastern Cape. In Durban, I think I'm spoiled, because in Durban, with all the gents that I've ever chilled with, okay, with a few exceptions, but it's never been a situation of, you know, I'm not gonna take you home because I want you to go home with me. No, in any and every situation, gents always drive us home without even touching us. They drive us home. It's a thing, it's a norm, so I didn't think much of it. And also, okay, ben chill, I was young, I was naive. Finding I'm so now I'm feeling a little bit, you know, I'm so right because I'm thinking, what's gonna happen now? And this gent is like, no guys, I can't take you guys home now. Hey, we give it another hour. At 3, this gent is like, no, I can't be taking you guys home now. And then he's like, get into the car now. And remember, we came with a taxi, right? So now we're getting into another car. He's like, no, this is my private car. That was my work car. I'm like, oh, okay, singing every motor. I think, hey, Benz. I don't even remember. Singing every motor. And see, about, okay, this guy's going to take us home. And the guy's like, something, and he goes into the house. It disappears for another 20 minutes. At this point, all of our blood is boiling because why are you not taking us home? Like, it's sus now. Like, why are there excuses when we need to go home and you're leaving us with gents that we don't know? Gents that we don't know. Hi, finding up namsebenzi ati ubhuti. When he comes back into the car, like we're now shouting and yelling and screaming, take us home, take us home. We're trying everything that we can manage to get him to take us home. And that time Chloe is chilled AF, almost as if to say, this guy won't take us home if I got food. If he wants to, he will, but if he doesn't want to, he won't. And there's nothing you can do about it. And then eventually the guy is like, get into the taxi. Okay, as this is happening, I'm on my phone now. I'm checking Uber because so the Nkani in me is like, Yazin, you don't have to take us home. We can Uber home. And also I'm thinking everybody has the funds to make this happen, right? So I check Uber and I think Uber was like 300 and something, approaching 400. So 158 was nothing at that point. And I'm like, yeah, ne? So I say, guys, let's request. Let's check how much it would cost for us to request. And then Kim is like, okay, let's request. How much? Oh, Kim is like, hey, I don't have any money. I'm like, I do have some money. And then Samantha's like, I left my wallet at home. So Kim, I think Kim had like 20 bucks. Kim had 20 bucks. So, 180. Guys, we have 180 rands to our name. We need about 300, about 400. Let's round off 400 to go home. Now we're at this guy's mercy. If he says no, there's nothing we can do. And at this point, he is fuming. He's no longer the nice guy who brought us pre-drinks and drinks and food and don't. He's not. Guys, it's death today. It's death. I'm so sorry that this video is very long. I'll try to maybe do 2 parts. I don't know. But yeah, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, it's like get into the text and get guy. And at this point, I think it's 3 going on to 4 in the morning. And then this gent is like, Gibelani texting. So we get inside the taxi and he drives. And even though we were all tipsy AF, I could tell that no, man, we are no longer in the same township that we were in. It's a different township. I don't know which one, but we're no longer in eMlazi. Hey! And this guy, I'm gonna take you guys tomorrow. And you guys are gonna wait. If you walk hard. He said something yesterday. And he got home. He's like, he lives in a back room. Hey! He's like, I'm not going to go to your room. You can leave me with the keys of your car, but I'm not gonna go to your room. And in his head, he thinks, oh, she wants the keys to my car because when I leave them here, she'll drive this taxi home. And I won't have a motor. And he switches off the engine. He at least stole. He good time don't. Oh guys, the word has escaped me. And he does that to the chair. At least stole. And then he takes off he was wearing a jacket. He takes off his jacket as alal. At this point, we have screamed our lungs out, and at this point, we just don't even want to be here anymore. So guys, we mostly it was an inyat, not inyat, it was a siaya. I'll link it. I'll Google a picture of it, I'll link it here. Didn't want the kind of taxi. So alale u Kim. So it was Kim. So we slept basically on the seats. So everybody took a whole seat and we slept there. And we woke up at 6 o'clock. I think I woke up at around 6 in the morning. My head was pounding. My body was in pain because obviously ulele on a seat. I woke up. I fixed my wig a little bit. I woke up the ladies. I'm like, guys, let's go. Go see. This is a township. There will be taxis. We will find taxis. And at this point, the makeup that you're wearing is all smudged and you look like it's a walk of shame situation, basically. It was a walk of shame situation. Yo, guys. And we took a taxi. And we look like our problems. We took a taxi and the gent in the taxi could see my way. Let's just all groove. And we took a taxi, guys, and the taxi, I think it took us to Isipingo, and then the Isipingo one took us to I don't remember how it happened. And we went home and we never spoke of it. We never spoke of it again. So, moral of the story, please have money to go back home. But also, guys, usually 150 rands is enough for you to go home, because when I usually go to Davenport, Florida, is in Fuchane, where you can actually, Uber home with like 100 rands. I didn't know about the eMlazi Uber would, Anywho, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for coming to my video. Comment down below. Tell me what you think of the story time. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in my next one.